Hi there. In this example, we're going to do the classic Hello World exercise in DoenetML. You can read background information on this example in the first tutorial titled Writing Mathematics with DoenetML. There's a link in the description below. Let's get started. First, let's give our activity a title. We do this by typing the word title in angle brackets. The title that we would like to see displayed goes in between what are called the opening and closing tags. To see our title rendered, we click the Update button in the left-hand corner of the screen. Now we see our title rendered, and let's go ahead and introduce ourselves. To do that, we'll start a paragraph using the P tag. We close off our P tag, and we can hit the Update button again, or Command or Control S. Great, now we can see our paragraph. Now, what the code that you're actually using is a markup language called DoenetML, which is similar to HTML. The tags or components you're using are descriptive in nature, and you'll pick them up in no time. But if you ever get stuck, you can click the documentation button in the upper right-hand corner of the screen. Here you can find any tag that you need. Let's say that we would like the user to respond back and tell us their name. To do that, we're going to use the textInput tag. If you're unsure of how to use a tag, you can scroll down in the documentation and find an example that suits your needs. Let's start a new paragraph and ask the user for their name. In the space where we'd like the input box to appear, we'll use the textInput tag. We close off our paragraph tag, and then we click the Update button again. Great, now the user can type in their name. But where is this name being stored, and how do we call this value that the user typed if we want to use it again later on in our activity? Well, to use the value that the user typed, we can give our textInput tag a name, similar to the way that you would name variables in other coding languages. We'll call ours username. Now, to use this value, let's go ahead and respond back to the user after they've entered their name. We'll start a new paragraph and say, "Hi, someone, nice to meet you." Let's see how that looks. Okay, so we enter in Alfred, and here is where we would like the name to be displayed. In Doenet, the way to call the value of that variable is to hit $, followed by the name of the component that stores the value. So we'll say, "Hi, username, nice to meet you." This text input doesn't have a value until the user types something in, so we'll see a blank space until they do. Let's see what that looks like. Here's our blank space, and when the user clicks outside the text input box, we see the value that got stored in that text input. There you go. You've created Hello World in Doenet. Next, it's time to build some real activities from scratch using the Doenet platform along with the markup language DoenetML. See you then.